Welcome to Lavanya's computer classes. In this video, we will explain Java tokens. So what is Java token? Java is a collection of classes. Java program is basically a collection of programs. In this, what is a token means? The smallest individual unit. The smallest individual unit is known as a token. So what is token? The token is the smallest individual unit. The smallest individual unit is known as a token. So what is the smallest individual unit? For example, if you are writing the line like this, int a comma b semicolon. So int a comma b means first we have to divide all these things into individual parts. So what are the individual parts? Int is one individual parts, a, b, comma, semicolon. So these all are called as tokens. First individual we can divide each and everything individual unit. So what is this int? Int is a data type. Int is a data type. What is a comma b? A comma b are known as literals, alphabets, variables. What is comma and semicolon? These are like special symbols. Those are called as operators. So which type of operator? All these things. So in this only one small line. In this these all are there. That means we are dividing each and everything into smallest individual unit. That is called as Java tokens. Now we will explain briefly what is a Java token. Java has 5 types of tokens. Java has 5 types of tokens. So what are those means? First one is reserved words. Reserved words are keywords. This is the first one. Second one is identifiers. Second one is identifiers. Third one is literals. Fourth one is operators. Fifth one is separators. Separators. In the previous example I said semicolon and comma, these all are the separators also. Not it like operator, it is a separator. So these all are called as 5 types of tokens. Reserved are keywords, identifiers, literals, operators and separators. We have to, everything is explained in the form of a diagrammatic representation. So token. So tokens are there. So how many types of tokens are there means these are divided into 5 categories. So first one is reserved or keywords. Reserved or keywords. Second one is identifiers. Third one is literals, operators, last one is separators. Separators. So these are all are called as tokens. What is the reserved word? Reserved word, what is the reserved word means? Everyone is known as these words are specially designed for some specific meaning. That means these words have some special meaning. Those words are reserved for that purpose only. These words are not possible to use for other purposes like int, float, if, interface, implements, for loop, while loop. So like this, anything, case, super keyword, this keyword, like this, some words are there. Those words have some specific meaning. Int means already know it is a data type. For any integer data type we are using like int. Float is also a data type. If is used for like conditional statement. Like this, some words are used for specifically some meaning. Though that type of words are called as reserved words or keywords. This is also one part of the token. Second one is identifier. So what is the identifiers means? These are the program designed tokens. Whenever you write programming, whenever you are developing programming, so these all are known as identifiers, are known as program designed tokens. They are used for naming classes. Classes are there, methods, variables, objects, packages and interfaces. If you want to write any programming in Java, the Java program contains like classes contains methods contains variables, objects, packages, interfaces. These all are the collection of writing any program. So if you want to write any program, you have to use all these things, depends upon the program. So these all are called as identifiers. For doing these identifiers, you have to keep some rules. I will explain now that rules. So how can you give the identifiers? What are the rules for that identifiers? Those are the rules of an identifiers. So what is the rules of an identifier means? First rule is the identifiers have either alphabets. The identifiers are alphabets, digits, and the underscore symbol and dollar sign also. It is a combination of anything. Either it is an alphabets, digits, dollar, and sometimes they are using and means this is like and not symbol. Digits and dollar symbol and underscore. So these are the used for giving the names for an identifier. So for example, go like this. A is an alphabet. It is an identifier. A1, it is a combination of character and alphabet number. So it is also an identifier. And next one is what is the rules for means? Second rule is they are not begin with a digit. It not start with a digit. Not start with a digit. A1 is a proper identifier, but 1A is not a proper identifier. It is invalid. Why it is invalid means it is a combination of numbers, digits and alphabet, but in this the starting character is 1. That's why it is not a valid identifier. A1 is a valid identifier because it is started with a alphabet. Second one is third rule is in the alphabet we can use alphabets both in uppercase as well as lowercase letters also. But uppercase letter and lowercase letters have different meaning. Uppercase and lowercase letters are distinct. Those are different, and this is also like HYD is different. HYD is different because it is a Java is a case sensitive language. Next one is fourth point is they can be any length. So how many characters we require for giving a name for an identifier means that is a any length. So these are the some rules for an identifiers. First, it contains alphabets, digits, dollar and underscore symbol, but they are not at all start with a digit. Uppercase letters and lowercase letters both are accepted, but both have the different meanings, and length of the identifier it takes any number of characters also. But in this, Java developers have some naming conventions. I already said what are there means Java program is a combination of classes are there, methods, variables, objects. For each class and for each method, for classes we have to give some name. For methods also we have to keep some name. For variables also we have some name like this. But how can you give the names for that variable or methods or classes, whatever it is? So how can you give the names for these things, for all these things? For that we have some naming conventions are there. So what is the rules? Now I will explain. Rules for giving the names for either classes or variables or objects. For first one is if you want to give any variables, name of all public methods, And variables. For variables, we have to start with a leading character must be in the lower case. For all variables, you have to keep leading lower case letters, because in this only I already said lower case is different, upper case is different. So for variables, the first character should be a lower case letter. For example, average. Average is a variable. So first character is a small letter. Sum is also a small letter. A1, A is a small letter. Like this we can give the names. For variables, the first character should be a small letter. And the second one is, whenever if you want to use more than one word, then the first character should be a small letter, but the second word, first character should be capital letter. See, day temperature. Day temperature. Day temperature means it is a combination of two words. One is the day, second one is the temperature. So first character should be a small, but second word, first character is a capital letter. Total marks. So total marks means how we write the total marks? First character, there are two words. One is the total, second one is the marks. First word, first character should be a small. First character in the second word, that is the capital. So you can keep like this, total marks. Then third rule is, what is the third rule? Means all classes and interfaces start with a leading uppercase, and remaining characters are the small letters. So what is the class name? If you want to give, this is the rules for variables. Now if you want to give a name for a class, so how can you start with a class? Means the first letter should be capital letter. For example, my class name is average. So the first letter should be a capital letter. Class is always start with a capital letter. For example, I want to give one program like Hello Java. Hello Java means it contains two words. If it is only hello, just keep first letter should be a capital. Like this. It is a valid class name. It is also a valid class name. If it is a two letters word, Hello Java, that means there are two words are there. One is the hello. So first letter should be capital. And second word, first letter is also a capital. So hello, H capital, in Java, J capital. So this is the naming rule for a class. Next one is variables represent constant values. If you want to define any constant value, all the constant values must be in the uppercase letters. For example, I want to give maximum marks 100. So max is my constant value. So how can you give? Means all letters should be capital. If it is normal variable means all letters should be small letters like this. If it is a constant means all letters must be in capital. If it is two words like max marks, how can you name it? First word and second word is differences with separated with a combined with underscore symbol. So max marks all should be in the capital letters, and first word and second word is combined with underscore symbol. So these two rules for constants. This is the rule for class name. This is for the variable with more than one word. And this is the only simple variables. So these are the rules for how to give identifiers, naming conventions. Next one is literals. So what is literals? Means literals in Java are sequence of characters. Sequence of characters, digits. It contains characters, digits. Sequence of characters, digits, letters, and any other symbols also. Combination of all these things are called as literals. So these literals are again divided into five types. Five types of literals. What are those? Means first one is integer literals, integers, floating point literals. Third one is character literals, string literals, and fifth one is Boolean literals. The literals means either it is a digits, letters and other character. Integer means it takes only integer numbers. Floating point means it takes both with decimal values, with floating point values. Character means it takes only character, single character. String means group of string characters. Boolean means it takes either 0 or 1, true or false. It is a group of characters. So these all are called as literals. Literal is also one part of the tokens. Next one is operators. I already done so many videos on operators. So what is an operator means? Operator is a special symbol used for performing some task. So how many operators are there? Those everything is already kept in the videos. I will give the description. The description I will give the link also. Arithmetic operators, logical operators, relational operators, everything. C is equal to A plus B. In this example, plus is an arithmetic addition operator and equal to is an assignment operator. So these are all are called as operator. This is also one part of the tokens. Next one is separators. Last one is separator. What is the meaning of separator? Means separator is used for dividing the code, separating the part. It is used for part, dividing part. So what is the separator? Means either parenthesis, braces, brackets, semicolon, comma, dot, period. These all are called as separators. In the previous example I said int a comma b semicolon. In this comma is a separator, semicolon is a separate comma. There here a and b both are literals, variables. In these variables, how can a b is also a variable? A comma b means it is separator. That means a is one different variable, b is another different variable. For separating these two, we are using one operator that is called a separator, comma. Similarly, semicolon. What is the meaning of semicolon? It is the end of the line. If you want to go for next line, a comma b, then float. See, like this. That means each and every line is ended with a semicolon. If you put semicolon here, then you can understand the line is over here, end of the line. Similarly, brackets also. C is equals to a plus b into d. So here brackets are using. This is also called a separator. That means a plus is up to one part, b into d is separate one. So brackets is also separator. Similarly, array size. It is also like separator. Here using like this. Array initialization. Here we are using this is the separator and flower brackets is also a separator. So these all are the parts of a tokens. So tokens are divided into totally 5 parts. What are those means? Reserved words, keywords, identifiers, literals, operators and separators. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, like it, share it. Thank you.